morning, everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Good morning, Deb. We're checking in with Cameron this morning. Yesterday I was trying to show some of the cats that had been on camera or got moved around last week so everybody could see how they were doing, and I never made it out here. So Cameron's just waiting on his morning meds and breakfast. Hey, Mary. Zabu's just right around the corner. She was up moving around. Morning, Jenna. And we'll probably walk over and say hello to Andre and Amanda as well, even though they're on camera. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of them. Morning, Casey. Hi, Lori. Just checking in with Cameron Lion. Morning, Diana. Hello, Christina. What are you doing, Cam? Should we go see your girl? So these guys are doing well. Don't know if they're still... Most of the cats were in their roof sections yesterday because of some storms and wind. Good morning, Emily. Marlena, he always has tongue out Tuesday. For some reason, our male lions have always been like that. He's cracking me up. I know. You're like, happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's go see Boo Boo. She's usually a little more happy. Hi, lady. Good morning. Hi. Oh, now you're getting up? No. I thought we were gonna chill. I thought we were gonna chill. Yeah, it's all right. Kara, there's a camera on Hoover, so that's probably how you'll be able to watch that. I don't think I'll be making it that far up on today's feed. Thank you, Jamie, for your donation. Boo-boo, you got a donation. Hey, Cameron, wake up. Wake up. I don't know that they got Hoover to eat a whole lot yesterday, but on his chart it did say he ate 2 pounds of chicken in the morning with his meds, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, is this just a better place to lay? That'll work because I can get you both in the shot. Yeah. That's all right. Me and Boo both need the exercise, right? Yeah. Gotta keep active. Exactly, Leanne. I know. I do a lot of sitting behind a desk on a computer compared to my volunteer days where you can walk 8 or 9 miles without even noticing. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining, this is Zabu, our white tiger, and Cameron, our male lion, right behind her. And we're at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. And these guys were raised together in hopes of making white ligers at a gross little roadside zoo. I know. Yeah, she sounds like all of us trying to get out of bed in the morning, that's for sure. She's got such a personality. I posted some really cute photos of her yesterday in the group and on my public page because she's so photogenic. Crack me up. Yes, you do. Oh, welcome, Erica. Thanks for joining us. You can learn all about these cats at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. That gives you all of their background stories, their birth dates, their rescue dates, all that good stuff. Oh, I'll try to scoot back a little bit. Thank you, Lorena, for your, I hope that's how you pronounce your name, for your donation. Thank you very much. She's just getting a little pre-breakfast bath. He's the one taking the nap. Good morning, Noor. So Jamie made sure yesterday that there are some new drawstring bags on our bigcatrescue.biz site, one of Seth and one of Hoover, so you guys can go check those out. I know. Yeah, Jody, they are beautiful. They're majestic, that's for sure. The downfall, and you may notice, is that Boo has some deformities because technically the only way to get a white tiger is through inbreeding. So you notice that her lip doesn't exactly cover her teeth, so she unfortunately has a lot of dental issues. And they are a very sweet couple. Look at that paw. She has like pink feet. She's working on grooming. Thank you, Francine. You're very welcome, Nora. I'm glad that she was able to do that. She's such a busy person, and she's also working on the next issue of the Big Cat Times, so there's lots going on. Now where are we going? On another walk? She's gonna sneak up behind me. Well, this spot's comfier. This comfier. Alright, we can't see Cameron anymore though. She is beautiful. The downfall is that she should be able to roam hundreds of square miles a day, but because humans bred her in a cage, if they're born in a cage, they can never be set free. So you guys can help us end that at bigcatact.com. Yeah, she has such a great personality, Rachel. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to Italy. It's on my bucket list. Yeah, Christina, she did. She's like, I don't need Cameron in my background. I don't need Cam in my background. Yep, we just started the feed today, and I figured I'd start with Cameron and Zabu. They were on vacation for the last 2 weeks, and you guys all got to watch them pretty much 24/7. And I tried to check in with some of the cats that moved last week and went to and from vacation, but I never made it out here to these two. Yeah, so we're out here with you today. Yeah, my hope is actually to go see Nikita today as well, so. Thank you to everybody who's posting links in the comments and helping answer questions. Yeah. All right, Boo. Let's go check back in with Cam real quick. Yeah, let's go. Good, I'm glad you guys are all making it on here in time today. Looks like somebody picked his head back up. Hi, sir. Hi. No, I didn't bring any food. I don't have the turkey drum. Oh, you liked that word though, huh? Yeah. Well, we are in Tampa, Florida, and September is definitely one of the more sweltering, lots of storms. I believe the storm's just right out in the Gulf, but as you can tell, we've got sunshine, slightly cooler temperatures actually. My husband's a park ranger at Fort DeSoto. He said it's very windy there today, but there's barely any wind here in Tampa. Yeah, it's Tongue Out Tuesday with Cameron. This is his basic look. All right, so we're gonna take our chances and we're gonna go say hi to Andre and Amanda. So that might be a quick little hello. Sorry, I gotta get the gate closed here. There we go. Here's Mr. Andre. No, I don't think we're gonna get much from that specific storm. I heard there's one right after it, which will be, not totally sure where that one will go, but a lot of times these are rainmakers or wind makers for us. And we've had some pretty crazy storms. It's actually kind of funny yesterday. I was in my office and Carol pops in and she's like, I may have just seen a funnel cloud, so if the building shakes, get in the bathtub. I was like, okay. Hi, good morning. But we were totally fine. This is Andre. So Andre and Amanda are currently on vacation. We call it vacation rotation. It's a 2.5 acre enclosure where they get to be for 2 weeks at a time. I'm seeing questions about Cameron with no mane. Yes, that's one of our top 5 questions. bigcatrescue.org/top5. But the long story short, Cameron was neutered in order to live with Sabu, and he lost his mane. Andre's like, you're looking at me now, talk about me. You're so talkative. Hi, big boy. I know. So Andre's also waiting for breakfast time. And when they're on vacation, they come up front and they eat in these roof sections. Yeah. I know. No, actually, Andre, Amanda, and their late brother Arthur, who just passed a couple weeks ago. I believe they're all from the same litter, but they're not technically twins. They're actually all very different looking once you get to know them and you're up close. To say, I shouldn't even say nothing. He's very chatty today. Yeah, we do spay and neuter the cats when they share an enclosure with another cat, because we don't believe in breeding for life in prison, basically. Because again, if they're born in a cage, they can never be set free. So there's absolutely no reason to keep breeding them so that they just have to sit here in cages. But if some of the cats live solo, then we don't necessarily fix them unless it's for a health reason, such as Priya. And yeah, let's take our chances here. Everybody brace themselves, but I want you to see Amanda. Thank you, Sonia, for your donation. Hi, Amanda. Do I get you? This is Amanda, and we will keep our distance. Sweet girl. Thank you to everybody posting links to help me explain things like our hurricane plan. Hi, lady. That's a sweet girl. Thank you. So Amanda's always been the protector and the temperamental one. And that noise that you're hearing from some of them is more of a chuff. She tends to not chuff, but she roars. Good job. But right now she's being mooey. She's doing a lot of mooing, which is nice. A little scary though. She's kind of a ticking time bomb sometimes. Thank you, Rachel, for joining us. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. Okay. I think that's my warning sign number 1, and I don't like to upset her, so we're gonna go back to Mr. Man here. Thank you, Amanda. That was a good girl. Hi. We're back to Sir here. Hi. Yeah. She's pacing because she's ready for breakfast. She's also, they closed them into the roof section for a couple reasons. Vacation, because they have 2.5 acres to wander away and ignore you and then not eat, so we close them in. They also separate these two. These guys do not want to have to fight for food, but they certainly will, so we keep them separate. But she's pacing because I'm over here also, so she wants to know, do you have my food or not, lady? See, now she's laying down. It makes her uncomfortable if you're hovering and you're not doing anything with her. There's nothing wrong with Amanda. You a good boy. See, she laid down. They're just waiting on breakfast. And that's what these cats do when you breed a cat to live in a cage when they should be free. They're gonna be restless, and when they're food motivated like these two are, definitely gonna be restless. Yeah, you definitely, I'm just definitely a person that feels like, you know, we need to give them their space and follow their signs, and there's no need to press anybody to be angry or aggressive. I know which cats have, you know, those kinds of limitations, so this is working out well. Everybody laying where I can see two at one time. Yeah. All right, guys, I think we're gonna go say hi to Nikita next. Good morning, Diana. If you guys are just joining, we just hung out with Cameron and Zabu for a few minutes and then walked over to see Andre and Amanda here. All right, guys. All right, bye, Panda Girl. You're such a good girl. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, guys. I don't know. Maybe you guys should go play the lottery today because we didn't get roared at, so that's pretty awesome. Well, that's cool, Chris. Yep. I love Fort DeSoto. It's a gorgeous place. If you ever visit our area here, that's definitely something that should be on your list. Melanie, so I've been a volunteer out here for 3 years. I was hired on as staff about 4 months ago. Here's another shot of Cam and Boo. And perfect timing, here comes Sharon. Sharon will have meds and food for these guys. Morning! And I'd like to address, I get that question a lot, why we don't follow the feeders or the meds people in the morning. I did start out trying to do that with the live feeds, but to be quite honest, it turned out to be a little more stressful on the keepers as well as the cats. The cats try to gobble their food, or they start being picky about taking meds because there's an additional person there. And to me, it is the most important thing that they take their meds. Here's a drive-by with Priya real quick. We may come back to Priya, but we'll go see Nikki first. So they may not take their meds properly, or they may not eat their whole diet, and for me that's way more important than showing them on a live feed. Also, a lot of times the keepers in the morning are on time limits. We've got cougar cubs over here. So I don't like to tag along and then cause the meds keeper to take longer than they need to. Good morning, Beth Ann. And also, a lot of our training is done with our interns and our volunteers in the morning, and so I really didn't like the idea of making the trainers and the trainees nervous because they're on live video. That was a big yawn, baby girl. So this is Nikita. Hi, sweetness. Hi. Hi, lady. I'm gonna show everybody how big you are. Big stretches. So Nikita is our female lion. She's our Miss Lioness. Good morning, Michelle. She's our largest cat. Thank you for posting her link, Deb. Yeah. So that's my reasonings on why we don't usually follow feeding or meds in the morning. And I think it's pretty logical. We've had some issues. I have done that in the past, but again, it can take a lot longer. It can make people nervous. It can make the cats nervous. And I'd rather you guys just get to see the cats happy and active waiting on breakfast. Also, I have an actual job behind a desk to do here, so a lot of times I've got to get these lives in and then get started on my work. So I think it's been working out pretty good. Carol does still try to follow evening meds and feeding, but that's also because there's not a major time limit on that. Morning meds literally has 10 people waiting at food prep to find out when they're done so they can all come out and feed. So, well, thank you, Jen, for your donation. You got a donation, Nikki. Yeah, actually Nikita does do quite a bit of roaring. We always need volunteers and interns. We have just under 70 cats on 67 acres, and all of these guys are a full-time commitment. Thank you, Chris. You too. So yes, you can definitely find out how to get involved at bigcatrescue.org/get-involved. Lions don't do as much like of a chuffing noise the way tigers do, and honestly every tiger's chuff sounds slightly different. I actually think that Nikita makes more of a sound that actually sounds like Chewbacca. It's sort of a rumbly grumble. Oh, there we go. We can hang out like this for a minute. What do you think? Gonna allow that? Yeah, there we go. We can hang out. Yes, interns live on property for 3 months at a time. They also help with our foster kitten program. We do foster domestic kittens from the Tampa Bay Humane Society. Yeah, so if you ever watch our Kitten Cabana camera, we have a lot of live cameras on property that you can watch. That one, the kittens go in while the interns are here working all day, and then they go home at night, so it's not a 24/7 camera, but you can find all of our cameras at bigcatcams.com. This is Nikita, like I said, our female lioness. She's just also patiently waiting on breakfast. Volunteers, there are some that actually live on near property. A lot of them just live in the Tampa area. My husband and I are both volunteers, and we live in St. Pete, so just over the bridge. Yeah. Nikita's around 18 years old, but you can go to her bio link to find out all of her exact information. She's definitely pretty old. She's our largest cat on property. She hasn't been weighed anytime recently because we only weigh the cats if we have to take them in for a medical procedure. Alpha, our newest baby Rehab bobcat. I haven't gotten any updated information. The last thing I heard was what you guys saw in the live feeds from last week. We are concerned she may have an issue with her jaw. So Dr. Justin was thinking once we got a little weight put on her and she was a little less freaked out, that we would try to sedate her and look a little more deeply into what's happening there. And I'm sure we'll keep you guys in the loop when that takes place. Good morning, Sarah. Thanks for joining. This is Nikita at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. This is her routine with me, is to rub, 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 and then lick either the pole or the fence. But I take that as her establishing territory. Cats, big cats, just like your cats at home, have tons of glands all over their face and feet, and so a lot of that rubbing that they are doing is actually to establish that this is my territory, this is my boundary. Good morning, Paula. If you guys are just joining, we started out with Cameron and Zabu and then talked with Andre and Amanda. We made our way over here to Nikita. Yep, it's just like when you get home, your domestic cats tend to rub all over you. They're remarking you as theirs. Clearly that's a lot less dangerous than this girl here. I don't think people realize that the reason that we don't touch these animals is they're wild animals. It's very rude and disrespectful. They would never allow you to touch them in the wild, so why trap them in a cage and then force your needs upon them? Yeah. Also, if they were to hurt us, even accidentally, which look at those teeth and paws, they're gonna accidentally hurt you. the CDC can require you to put them down, cut off their head, and test them for rabies. That does not seem worth it. Thank you, Paula, for your donation. Yeah, Nikita's always laid like that. Cameron lays like that too. That's maybe is a lion thing. Good morning, Judy. And thank you again to everybody who has shared this. That's a huge way that we're able to reach other people. It alerts Facebook that something interesting is happening. Oh, what's that? Are you being interesting? Yeah. And everybody who donated, and anyone answering questions for me, that would be, yeah, it's greatly appreciated. A lot of times when I'm with these cats, I'm looking at the cat, trying to read their body language so that we all stay safe. And I'm not usually reading the comments. Plus I only see one comment scroll by at a time, so that's not easy for me to catch everybody's questions. Hi. Good job, lady. Go back over to Miss Priya. Might wrap this up with Priya and Kali today. The fence locked there. And Marie, I have not even been up front yet to find out about Hoover, but he's on a live camera, so you guys can definitely watch that. All the way up to a level 5, which can put you here from anywhere from a year to 2 years solid. And you learn a lot of skills and you can go on to get some amazing jobs. We have interns that are working all over the world doing some very cool stuff. Miss Priya. This is Priya Tiger. Talkative as well. Priya has a very long, sad story with a happy ending. She was used as basically breeding stock to be bred over and over and over again to supply cubs for people to have their pictures taken with. So I can't emphasize it enough. Never ever pay to have your picture taken with a lion cub or a tiger cub. She came in with basically a 20-pound infection in her uterus from having been bred and bred and bred. She was a completely different cat, very aggressive, very just sad and elusive. She had to fight for her life for several months fighting an infection. But look at her now. She's a wild one. She loves to swim. She's always pushing and playing with her ball. Like they're all locked in roof sections right now, and that's due to the passing storm. We have no risk here as far as an actual impact, but we will see a lot of torrential rain and possibly high winds. So all of the cats with open roof sections are locked into roof sections when they have any kind of weather like that out and about. Where'd you go? Trying to be sneaky. Trying to be sneaky. I know. Yeah, in the wild, these guys should be able to raise their young for 2 to 3 years before kind of kicking them out and saying, all right, go get a life of your own, find your own territory. But when they're taken immediately from the mother as soon as they're born, the mother mourns for them and calls out for them and wants to raise young, so she'll breed again. And that's the vicious cycle that creates the cub petting industry or the photo prop industry. And then you don't even want to know what happens with the cubs after they can't be used for photos anymore. Thank you, Nicole, for your donation. I really appreciate it. Priya, your silliness got you a donation. Such a wild girl. Priya is also very, very food motivated, which is also why she's up and moving. These guys should be able to roam hundreds of square miles a day, so it's a lot of work. It's pretty much a full-time job, and there's a whole committee dedicated towards creating enough enrichment to keep these guys occupied. I know, you're getting grumbly. Grumbly, grumbly. Thank you, Nancy, for your donation. We are a complete nonprofit here, so the way we support these cats is through amazing donors like you guys, everyone who shares these feeds and helps us spread the word. We also sell merchandise in our on-site gift shop as well as some online stores, bigcatrescue.biz, catrescue.biz, and we're on Amazon, amazon.com/bigcatrescue. All of those funds go towards supporting these cats as well as you coming on guided tours. So we do guided tours. You can find all of our different varieties of tours at bigcatrescue.org/tickets. We're going. Yes, Jody, the public can visit. We're open every day but Thursday. Thursday is our project day where we do kind of all of our mowing and weed whacking and any kind of cage maintenance. We also move the cats to and from vacations via above ground tunnels, which block a lot of our roadways, so we can't very well do that when we're open. All right, lady, we're gonna go see your neighbor real quick. Go see the neighbor. Bye, Priya. Let's go see Cully. Hopefully we'll see, we may even get to see Keisha. Yeah, actually Keisha's out right now. Cully! Are you playing with your ball? Are you playing with your ball? Hi! Hi, lady. Well, I gotta get ahead of you so I can see your face. No, I don't want you spraying your face. This is Cully Tiger. Hi! Good girl. She's going to be celebrating her rescue anniversary this month. And she's 18 years old. So the noises you just heard her making were a true tiger chuff. Yeah. Oh, something touched my paws. Good morning, Becky. What are you doing? You want to follow me down here? Come down here. Yeah, I got pretty blessed actually. Cully kind of chose me. I've definitely always thought she was beautiful, but for some reason she comes a running when I'm around, so it's kind of nice. I hadn't had that before. Cully! I think she might be getting breakfast here in a sec. Or she already had it. Oh wait, no, this is lockout. Other lockouts where they're feeding you. Maybe I can walk up and get you a close-up real quick. Here we go. Hi. It's a tiger chuff. A Cully tiger chuff. my goodness. So thank you to everybody helping answer questions. Like I said, when I'm this close to these guys, I'm usually watching the cat and not necessarily the screen. They're nice and hungry in the morning. We feed the cats every morning, first thing in the morning. We're going. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh my goodness sakes. You're so silly. Oh boy. So thank you again everybody who's donated today and is sharing this feed with others. It's how we reach new people that might not find us otherwise. I hear a feeding cart. Unfortunately, I'm very distractive to Kali, obviously. She won't eat her food if I'm over here. She would rather chat. So we will probably have to go see if we can see Keisha. All right, lady? Love you. Love you, sweet girl. I'm so glad that you guys enjoy starting your day like this. All right, yep, I see your feeder here. I distract her too much. She won't eat if I'm over here, so Victoria's going to feed Kali. I think she's eating in that one because this one's broken. Or actually, it looks like they fixed it. But you'll want to close it before she comes over. Yeah, because that wasn't like that yesterday. All right, yeah, Kali is definitely an antidepressant. Oh yeah, there's Keisha. So we're definitely gonna go say hi to Keisha. Keisha's a little temperamental, so we're gonna stay on the outside of the barricade with her. I don't want to stress her out. Hi, Keish. Hi, sweet girl. This is Keisha Tiger. And I know immediately everybody's going to ask me why she's missing her tail. So she came from a very yucky facility. That's the nicest way I can put it. And she actually shared a wall with lions. And the lions, we believe, took her tail and her ear, and she has some stripes on her back leg that don't match up. You won't find any shared walls or shared enclosures here at Big Cat. She had a very rough life, was very emancipated, was in really bad health. Her mother, Kimba, barely made it 6 months, I think, or less when she arrived. Yeah. You can learn all about Keisha at bigcatrescue.org/Keisha. Oh, sweet girl. That's very nice. Got that one plant to hide behind out of everything. Yeah, she's very calm right now. She can turn in seconds, which is why I don't crowd her or get too close to her usually. A couple months ago, we believe she suffered a stroke. She's very wobbly, kind of walking sideways with a head tilt. Scared us to death. We thought we were losing her. Yeah, she's very beautiful though. Karen, we're located in Tampa, Florida. This is Big Cat Rescue. We're in the Citrus Park area. Sue, all of our animal care is actually done by volunteers and interns. So anytime you see anybody working with the cats, they are a volunteer. Our only paid staff here do more of the behind the scenes work, usually things that involve you being behind a computer. And all the staff members, in order to keep their level of keeper, which I personally am a senior keeper, so that's a green shirt out here. So I'm still required to do 32 hours of volunteer work on top of my 40+ hour work week. Yes, at this point Keisha is 100% stick fed. She refuses to eat things off the ground. And that's probably the scariest part, is when you're feeding her, if she or you accidentally drops food on the ground, she will roar in your face. So you always gotta be ready for it. Always gotta be ready for it. Keisha, you're being so sweet today. Oh, an intern just went by on a bike. That got her attention. Yes, and we're always looking for volunteers and interns. My husband and I both moved here from Ohio, specifically with this in mind, to get involved. Best decision we ever made. You work your way up from red level, where you're required, or you're able to start working with the small cats. Yellow level, you start working with cougars, and green level is pretty much everything above that. What a beautiful girl. It's really, really rewarding, and you learn pretty much everything from the get-go from your various trainers. I mentioned earlier why I don't always follow the feeders and the meds keepers in the morning, and that's because generally they're doing a lot of training, and even though they might be comfortable with me, they're not always comfortable with a camera being stuck in their face. It can make them nervous. It can also make the cats nervous. They're not always used to having a bunch of people hovering, and I'm a little distracted to a few of them, and for me it's more important that they take their meds and that they eat their food. So I just try to kind of work around everybody so that everybody's happy and you guys still get to see the cats. I'm telling you what, I'm almost tearing up. It's just so nice to see Keisha so relaxed. You're being such a sweet girl. She still thinks it's a holiday, I think. Yeah. All right. Oh, so sweet. Where's she going with that food cart? Where's that food cart going? What a sweet girl. Yeah, you laid behind the only little weed tree thing that you could find. I'm gonna get it, pull it out of your way. You guys are just joining. This is Keisha Tiger at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. You're so sweet. You got that out of the way for us. That way everybody can watch you relax. Being so sweet. We do try to recommend that you actually schedule your tickets prior to coming, just because our tours can sell out and we'd hate for you to show up and not be able to go on a tour. And it also helps us configure how many volunteers and interns we need in order to do tours from day to day. You can walk in and sometimes get on a tour, but we definitely suggest that you try to book ahead. Oh, there goes that bike again. Yeah, Renee, we're very glad that she seems so relaxed. She really did give us a scare a couple months ago, and she's still, from day to day, we have to, you know, fingers crossed that she'll take meds and eat food, but she's been very active lately. She's always up wandering around. I hear more and more people saying that they've gotten a chuff from Keisha. All right, lady. Well, that's great, Michelle. I guess we'll see you soon. Yep, volunteering here was definitely the best decision we ever made. Let's walk down and see Miss Gabby. I don't think I've shown you guys Gabby in a little while. She's up wandering, so. Thank you, Janice, for your donation. Yeah, the cats that weren't already declawed, unfortunately, they do use the trees and platforms and other various things in the enclosures in order to file down their nails, and occasionally the nails will shed off. Hi, lady. Hi, Gabby. This is Gabrielle. Gabrielle came in along with Priya and has a similar story. Was used as a breeder for the cub petting industry. Yeah. She actually had mammary cancer as well. Had both these girls fighting for their life the first almost year that they were here. Yeah, declawing is terrible. If you think about it, it's like taking off the first digit of every one of your fingers. Cats walk on their toes, so when you remove their toes, essentially, they start walking differently, and it can lead to wrist collapse and a lot of other health issues later on. Hi, I see a clean plate. That means you ate breakfast. Gabby's also a very old tiger. You guys can read about her at bigcatrescue.org/Gabrielle. I'm not sure where she's going. Here she's going. Oh. Hi. Hi. We nicknamed her Gabby, and a lot of the keepers had been calling her the pocket tiger. Thank you, Katie, for your donation. So on Carol's website, catrescue.biz, you can go to that site and search for Gabby or Pocket Tiger and see some of the cutest shirts and really cute design. It's little Gabby, looks like she's popping out of a shirt pocket. It's adorable. Yeah, she's very tiny. Especially if you were to compare her to, say, Cully, which I believe might be one of our largest females. Of course, Keisha, I think, might actually be our tiniest at this point, but that's just because she's so skinny. Hi, lady. You're gonna help me get all my steps in before I go sit at my computer? I think so. Yes, good point. The catrescue.biz site helps with legislation, and it helps the freedom fight to keep these cats out of being bred for life in cages. Helps us with laws. You guys can also help us with law that we're trying to get passed, the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Go to bigcatact.com. Please make the call of the wild for cats like Gabby. Robin, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Our official website is bigcatrescue.org, and you can read about every one of these cats and learn all of their backstories at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. Hi. We have 3 stores that help benefit these cats. We're a complete nonprofit, so it's amazing people like you that make donations, come on tours, and buy our merchandise that help keep these cats, yes, living the good life here. They're always real active in the morning, and then most of them sleep about 20 hours a day after that. Lady, you're not as chill as Keisha was, huh? She's very talkative this morning, though. Gabby's actually one of the tigers that probably calls out the most, and you hear lots of roars for her. Yes, Perry, you can visit here. We have a variety of tours. You can do day tours, kids tours. We do a feeding tour on the weekends, as well as a keeper tour on the weekends. You can find all that information at bigcatrescue.org/tickets. We also have a lot of live cameras on the property. You can go to bigcatcams.com. You can watch cats that are in the 2.5 acre vacation rotation, our domestic foster kittens at the Kitten Cabana. We've got Hoover and Seth at Tiger Lake. got a feeding camera out at vacation, lots of nest cams all over, and our Bobcat Rehab program. So Big Cat Rescue does have a very successful rehab and release. Native Florida Bobcats. They're cats that were born in the wild because, as we've mentioned a few times in this feed, if they were born in a cage, they can never go free. Where are you going? I know. So grumbly. Yeah, it's very true. These cats should be able to roam hundreds of square miles a day, but when people breed them for the various reasons they're breeding them in captivity, they've got to get a lot of steps in smaller spaces. But our cages are actually quite nice compared to most facilities. You can learn all about our cage structure at bigcatrescue.org/cages. We're going. I know, lady. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to wrap this up. If you're just joining, our live feeds always post on our main Facebook page. They also post on our Wildcat Walkabout show channel on Facebook, so definitely go give that page a like. Definitely follow us. They also show up on the daily Big Cat YouTube page. We have bigcattv.com, which is Afton's YouTube channel, which has got a lot of amazing footage there. Follow us on Instagram. There's tons of ways for you to keep up with these cats. And Carol does some amazing daily briefings now that really show you the inner workings of the coordinators and all the volunteers. So thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks to everybody who donated. If you had any questions that got missed, I always try to go back through the comments and reach out to you. And we try to go live most every morning and then a handful of afternoons. Carol also goes live almost every Monday on the Dodo at 2 o'clock. So there is endless amounts of ways for you guys to watch these cats, support these cats, learn about them, and help us save them from a life in captivity. So thank you guys so very much. Looks like Gabby's a little bit done with us, so we will call it quits today. I will see you guys again soon. Thank you guys so much.